Ecclesiastes. Chapter 1. 1. The words of the preacher, the son of Daud king in Jerusalem. 2. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher, vanity of vanities, all is vanity. 3. What remaineth to man in all his trial, which he suffereth vender ye son? For one generation passeth, and another generation succeedeth, but the earth remaineth for ever. 5. The sun riseth, and ye sun goeth down, and draweth to his place, where he riseth. 6. The wind goeth toward the south, and compasseth toward the north, the wind goeth round about, and returneth by his circuits. 7. All the rewers go into the sea, yet the sea is not full, for the rewers go to ye place, whence they return, and go. 8. All things are full of labor, man cannot better it, the eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. 9. What is it that hath been that shall be, and what is it that hath been done? That which shall be done, and there is no new thing vender the sun. 10. Is there any thing, whereof one may say, behold this, it is new? It hath been already in the old time that was before. Verses 11. There is no memory of the former, neither shall there be a remembrance of the latter that shall be, with them that shall come after. 12. I the preacher ha been king over Israel in Jerusalem. 13. And I ha Jew in mine heart to search and find out wisdom by all things that are done vender the hoen. This sore trial hath God Jewen to the sons of men, to humble them thereby. 14. I ha considered all the works that are done vender the sun, and behold, all is vanity, and vexation of the spirit. 15. That which is crooked, can none make straight, and that which faileth, cannot be known bread. 16. I thought in mine heart, and said, behold, I am become great, and excel in wisdom all them that ha been before me in Jerusalem, and mine heart hath seen much wisdom and knowledge. 17. And I gave mine heart to know wisdom and knowledge, man's, and foolishness. I knew also that this is a vexation of the spirit. 18. For in the multitude of wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge, increaseth sorrow. Chapter 2. 1. I said in mine heart, go to now, I will pro thee with Ioe, therefore take thou pleasure in pleasant things, and behold, this also is vanity. 2. I said of laughter, thou art mad, and of Ioe, what is this that thou doest? 3. I sought in mine heart to jew myself to wine, and to lead mine heart in wisdom, and to take hold of folly, till I might see where is that goodness of the children of men, which they enjoy vender the sun, the whole number of the days of their life. For I ha made my great works, I ha built me houses, I ha planted me vineyards. 5. I ha made me gardens and orchards, and planted in them trees of all fruit. 6. I ha made me cisterns of water, to water therewith the woods that grow with trees. 7. I ha gotten servants and maids, and had children born in the house. Also I had great possession of beeus and sheep above all that were before me in Jerusalem. 8. I ha gathered to me also silver and gold, and the chief treasures of kings and provinces. I ha proweded me men singers and women singers, and the delights of the sons of men, as a woman taken captive, and women taken captives. 9. And I was great, and increased above all that were before me in Jerusalem, also my wisdom remained with me. 10. And whatsoever mine eyes desired, I withheld it not from them, I withdrew not mine heart from any Ioe, for mine heart rejoiced in all my labor, and this was my portion of all my trial. 11. Then I looked on all my works that mine hands had wrought, and on the trial that I had labored to do, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of the spirit, and there is no profit vender the sun. 12. And I turned to behold wisdom, and man's, and folly, for who is the man that will come after the king in things, which men now ha done? 13. Then I saw that there is profit in wisdom, more than in folly, as the light is more excellent than darkens. 14. For the wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness, yet I know also that the same condition falleth to them all. 15. Then I thought in mine heart, it befalleth to me, as it befalleth to ye full. Why therefore do I then labor to be more wise? And I said in mine heart, that this also is vanity. 16. For there shall be no remembrance of the wise, nor of the fool for ever, for that now is, in the days to come shall all be forgotten. And how dieth the wise man, as doeth the fool? 17. Therefore I hated life, for the work that is wrought vender the sun is gruesome to me, for all is vanity, and vexation of the spirit. 18. I hated also all my labor, wherein I had trod vender the sun, which I shall loe to the man that shall be after me. 19 And who knoweth whether he shall be wise or foolish? Yet shall he ha rule over all my labor, wherein I ha trawled, and wherein I ha shewed myself wise vender the sun. This is also vanity. 20 Therefore I went about to make mine heart abhor all the labor, wherein I had trawled vender the sun. 21 For there is a man whose trial is in wisdom, and in knowledge and in equity, yet to a man that hath not trawled herein, shall he jew his portion, this also is vanity and a great grief. 22 For what hath man of all his trial and grief of his heart, wherein he hath trawled vender the sun? 23 For all his days are sorrows, and his trial grief, his heart also taketh not rest in the night, which also is vanity. 24 There is no profit to man, but that he eat, and drink, and delight his soul with the profit of his labor. I saw also this, that it was of the hand of God. 25 For who could eat, and who could haste to outward things more than I? 26 Surely to a man that is good in his sight, God jeweth wisdom, and knowledge, and ioe. But to the sinner he jeweth pain, to gather, and to heap to jew to him that is good before God, this is also vanity, and vexation of the spirit. Chapter 3 1 To all things there is an appointed time, and a time to every purpose vender the hoen. 2 A time to be born, and a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck vp that which is planted. 3 A time to slay, and a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build a. 4 A time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. 5 A time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace, and a time to be far from embracing. 6 A time to seek, and a time to lose, a time to keep, and a time to cast away. 7 A time to rent, and a time to sow, a time to keep silence, and a time to speak. 8 A time to lue, and a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. 9 What profit hath he that worketh of the thing wherein he toileth? 10 I ha seen the trial that God hath joined to ye sons of men to humble them thereby. 11 He hath made every thing beautiful in his time, also he hath set the world in their heart, yet can not man find out the work that God hath wrought from the beginning even to the end. 12 I know that there is nothing good in them, but to rejoice, and to do good in his life. 13 And also that every man eateth and drinketh, and seeth the commodity of all his labor. This is the gift of God. 14 I know that whatsoever God shall do, it shall be for your, to it can no man add, and from it can none diminish, for God hath done it, that they should fear before him. 15 What is that that hath been a? That is now, and that that shall be, hath now been a, for God requireth that which is past. 16 And moreover I ha seen vender the sun the place of iagement, where was wickedness, and the place of iastus where was iniquity. 17 I thought in mine heart, God will judge the iast and the wicked, for time is there for every purpose and for every work. 18 I considered in mine heart the state of the children of men that God had purged them, yet to see to, they are in themselves as beasts. 19 For the condition of the children of men, and the condition of beasts are ewen as one condition to them. As the one dieth, so dieth the other, for they ha all one breath, and there is no excellency of man above ye beast, for all is vanity. 20 All go to one place, and all was of the dust, and all shall return to the dust. 21 Who knoweth whether the spirit of man ascend upward, and the spirit of the beast descend downward to the earth? 22 Therefore I see that there is nothing better than that a man should rejoice in his affairs, because that is his portion. For who shall bring him to see what shall be after him? Chapter 4 1 So I turned and considered all the oppressions that are wrought vender the sun, and behold the tears of the oppressed, and none comforteth them. And lo, the strength is of the hand of them that oppress them, and none comforteth them. 2 Wherefore I praised the dead which now are dead, above the living, which are yet alive. 3 And I count him better than them both, which hath not yet been, for he hath not seen the ill works which are wrought vender the sun. For also I beheld all trial, and all perfection of works that this is ye ennui of a man against his neighbor, this also is vanity and vexation of spirit. 5 The full foldeth his hands, and eateth vp his own flesh. 6 Better is an handful with quietness, than 2 handfuls with labor and vexation of spirit. 7 Again I returned, and saw a vanity vender the sun. 8 There is one alone, and there is not a second, which hath neither son nor brother, yet is there none end of all his trial, neither can his eye be satisfied with riches, neither doeth he think, for whom do I trial and defraud my soul of pleasure? This also is vanity, and this is an ill trial. 9 Two are better than one, for they ha better wages for their labor. 10 For if they fall, the one will lift vp his fellow, but woe to him that is alone, for he falleth, and there is not a second to lift him vp. 11 Also if two sleep together, then shall they ha heat, but to one how should there be heat? 12 And if one work come him, two shall stand against him, and a threefold cord is not easily broken. 13 Better is a poor and wise child, than an old and foolish king, which will no more be admonished. 14 For out of the prison he cometh forth to reign, when as he that is born in his kingdom is made poor. 15 I beheld all the lewing, which walk vender the sun, with the second child, which shall stand vp in his place. 16 There is none endy of all the people, nor of all that were before them, and they that come after, shall not rejoice in him, surely this is also vanity and vexation of spirit. Ecclesiastes, Take heed to thy foot when thou entreest into the house of God, and be more near to hear than to do the sacrifice of fools, for they know not that they do Yule. Chapter 5 1 Be not rash with thy mouth, nor let thine heart be hasty to veter a thing before God, for God is in the heavens, and thou art on the earth, therefore let thy words be few. 2 For as a dream cometh by the multitude of business, so the voice of a fool is in the multitude of words. 3 When thou hast vowed a vow to God, defer not to pay it, for he delighteth not in fools, pay therefore that thou hast vowed. For it is better that thou shouldest not vow, than that thou shouldest vow and not pay it. 5 Suffer not thy mouth to make thy flesh to sin, neither say before the angel, that this is ignorance, wherefore shall God be angry by thy voice, and destroy the work of thine hands? 6 For in the multitude of dreams, and vanities are also many words, but fear thou God. 7 If in account ray thou sayest the oppression of the poor, and the defrauding of iagement and iastis, be not astonied at the matter, for he that is higher than the highest, regardeth, and there be higher than they. 8 And the abundance of the earth is ouer all, the king also consisteth by the fielda that is tilled. 9 He that lueth silure, shall not be satisfied with silure, and he that lueth riches, shall be without the fruit thereof, this also is vanity. 10 When goods increase, they are increased that eat them, and what good cometh to the owners thereof, but the beholding thereof with their eyes? 11 The sleep of him that trialeth is sweet, whether he eat little or much, but the society of the riche will not suffer him to sleep. 12 There is an ill sickens that I ha seen vender the sun, to wit, riches reserved to the owners thereof for their yule. 13 And these riches perish by yule trowel, and he begetteth a son, and in his hand is nothing. 14 As he came forth of his mother's belly, he shall return naked to go as he came, and shall bear away nothing of his labor, which he hath caused to pass by his hand. 15 And this also is an ill sickens that in all points as he came, so shall he go, and what profit hath he that he hath travailed for the wind? 16 Also all his days he eateth and darkens with much grief, and in his sorrow and anger. 17 Behold then, what I ha seen good, that it is comely to eat, and to drink, and to take pleasure in all his labor, wherein he travaileth vender the sun, the whole number of the days of his life, which God jeweth him, for this is his portion. 18 Also to every man to whom God hath jewen riches and treasures, and jeweth him power to eat thereof, and to take his part, and to enjoy his labor, this is the gift of God. 19 Surely he will not much remember the days of his life, because God answereth to the eye of his heart. Chapter 6 1 There is an Yule, which I saw vender the sun, and it is much among men, to a man to whom God hath jewen riches and treasures and honor, and he wanteth nothing for his soul of all that it desireth, but God jeweth him not power to eat thereof, but a strange man shall eat it vp, this is vanity, and this is an ill sickness. 3 If a man beget 100 children and live a many years, and the days of his years be multiplied, and his soul be not satisfied with good things, and he be not buried, I say that untimely fruit is better than he. For he cometh into vanity and goeth into darkness, and his name shall be covered with darkness. 5 Also he hath not seen ye sun, nor known it, therefore this hath more rest than the other. 6 And if he had lewd 1,000 years twice tolda, and had seen no good, shall not all go to one place? 7 All the labor of man is for his mouth, yet the soul is not filled. 8 For what hath the wise man more than the full? What hath the poor that knoweth how to walk before the lewing? 9 The sight of ye eye is better than to walk in ye lusts, this also is vanity, and vexation of spirit. 10 What is that hath been a? The name thereof is now named, and it is known that it is man, and he cannot strive with him that is stronger than he. Chapter 7 1 Surely there be many things that increase vanity, and what all leffeth man. 2 For who knoweth what is good for man in the life and in the number of the days of the life of his vanity, seeing he mocketh them as a shadow? For who can shew to man what shall be after him bender the sun? 3 A good name is better than a good ointment, and the day of death, than the day that one is born. For it is better to go to the house of mourning, than to go to the house of feasting, because this is the envy of all men, and the lewing shall lay it to his heart. 5 Anger is better than laughter, for by a sad look the heart is made better. 6 The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. 7 Better it is to hear ye rebuke of a wise man, than that a man should hear the song of fools. 8 For like ye noise of the thorns vender the pot, so is the laughter of the full, this also is vanity. 9 Surely oppression mocketh a wise man mad, and the reward destroyeth the heart. 10 The envy of a thing is better than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. 11 Be not thou of an hasty spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools. 12 Say not thou, why is it that the former days were better than these? For thou doest not inquire wisely of this thing. 13 Wisdom is good with an inheritance, and excellent to them that see the sun. 14 For man shall rest in the shadow of wisdom, and in the shadow of silure, but the excellency of the knowledge of wisdom jeweth life to the possessors thereof. 15 Behold the work of God, for who can make straight that which he hath made crooked? 16 In the day of wealth be of good comfort, and in the day of affliction consider, God also hath made this contrary to that, to the intent that man should find nothing after him. 17 I ha seen all things in the days of my vanity, there is a highest man that perisheth in his highestus, and there is a wicked man that continueth long in his malice. 18 Be not thou highest hour much, neither make thyself o you earwise, wherefore shouldest thou be desolate? 19 Be not thou wicked hour much, neither be thou foolish, wherefore shouldest thou perish not in thy time? 20 It is good that thou lay hold on this, but yet withdraw not thine hand from that, for he that feareth God, shall come forth of them all. 21 Wisdom shall strengthen the wise man more than 10 mighty princes that are in ye city. 22 Surely there is no man highest in the earth, that doeth good and sinneth not. 23 Do not thine heart also to all ye words that men speak, lest thou do hear thy servant cursing thee. 24 For oftentimes also thine heart knoweth that thou likewise hast cursed others. 25 All this ha I prid by wisdom, I thought I will be wise, but it went far from me. 26 It is far off, what may it be? And it is a profound deepness, who can find it? 27 I ha compassed about, both I and mine heart to know and to inquire and to search wisdom, and reason, and to know the wickedness of folly, and the foolishness of madness. 28 And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is as netties and snares, and her hands, as bands. He that is good before God, shall be delivered from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. 29 Behold, saith the preacher, this ha I found, seeking one by one to find the count, Ecclesiastes, and yet my soul seeketh, but I find it not. I ha found one man of 1,000, but a woman among them all ha I not found. Ecclesiastes, only lo, this ha I found, that God hath made man righteous, but they ha sought many innuentions. Chapter 8 One who is as the wise man? And who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? The wisdom of a man doth make his face to shine, and the strength of his face shall be changed. 2 I advertise thee to take heed to ye mouth of the king, and to the word of the oath of God. 3 Haste not to go forth of his sight, stand not in an ill thing, for he will do whatsoever pleaseth him. For where the word of ye king is, there is power, and who shall say to him, What doest thou? 5 He that keepeth the commandment, shall know none ill thing, and the heart of the wise shall know the time and agement. 6 For to every purpose there is a time and agement, because the misery of man is great upon him. 7 For he knoweth not that which shall be, for who can tell him when it shall be? 8 Man is not Lord or the Spirit to retain the spyrite, neither hath he power in the day of death, nor deliverance in the battle, neither shall wickedness deluire the possessors thereof. 9 All this ha I seen, and ha drew in mine heart to every work, which is wrought bender the sun, and I saw a time that man rolleth man to his own hurt. 10 And likewise I saw the wicked buried, and they returned, and they that came from the holy place were yet forgotten in the city where they had done right, this also is vanity. 11 Because sentence against an ill work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the children of men is fully set in them to do ill. 12 Though a sinner do ill 100th times, and God prolongeth his days, yet I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Lord, and do reverence before him. 13 But it shall not be well to the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, he shall be like a shadow, because he feareth not before God. 14 There is a vanity, which is done upon the earth, that there be righteous men to whom it cometh according to the work of the wicked, and there be wicked men to whom it cometh according to the work of the highest. I thought also that this is vanity. 15 And I praised Ioe, for there is no goodness to man bender the sun, sought to eat and to drink and to rejoice, for this is a doing to his labor, the days of his life that God hath given him bender the sun. 16 When I applied mine heart to know wisdom, and to behold the business that is done on earth, that neither day nor night the eyes of man take sleep. 17 Then I beheld the whole work of God, that man cannot find out ye work that is wrought bender the sun, for the which man laboureth to seek it, and cannot find it, yea, and though the wise man think to know it, he cannot find it. Chapter 9 1 I have surely joined mine heart to all this, and to declare all this, that the highest, and the wise, and their works are in the hand of God, and no man knoweth either lieu or hatred of all that is before them. 2 All things come alike to all, and the same condition is to the highest and to the wicked, to the good and to the pure, and to the polluted, and to him that sacrificeth, and to him that sacrificeth not, as is the good, so is the sinner, he that sweareth, as he that feareth of. 3 This is ill among all that is done bender the sun, that there is one condition to all, and also the heart of the sons of men is full of ill, and man's is in their hearts whiles they live, and after that, they go to the dead. For surely whosoever is iron to all ye lewing, there is hope, for it is better to a lewing dog, than to a dead lion. 5 For the lewing know that they shall die, but the dead know nothing at all, neither ha they any more a reward, for their remembrance is forgotten. 6 Also their lieu, and their hatred, and their ennui is now perished, and they ha no more portion for ewer, in all that is done bender the sun. 7 Go, eat thy bread with Ioe, and drink thy wine with a cheerful heart, for God now accepteth thy works. 8 At all times let thy garments be white, and let not oil be lacking upon thine head. 9 Rejoice with the wife whom thou hast lewed all the days of the life of thy vanity, which God hath given thee bender the sun all the days of thy vanity, for this is thy portion in the life, and in thy trial wherein thou labourest bender the sun. 10 All that thine hand shall find to do it with all thy power, for there is neither work nor invention, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the ground whither thou goest. 11 I returned, and I saw I bender the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor yet bread to the wise, nor also riches to men of understanding, neither yet power to men of knowledge, but time and chance cometh to them all. 12 For neither doth man know his time, but as the fishes which are taken in an ill net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the children of men snared in the ill time when it falleth upon them suddenly. 13 I ha also seen this wisdom bender the sun, and it is great to me. 14 A little city and few men in it, and a great king came against it, and compassed it about, and builded fortes against it. 15 And there was found therein a poor and wise man, and he delivered the city by his wisdom, but none remembered this poor man. 16 Then said I, better is wisdom than strength, yet the wisdom of the poor is despised, and his words are not heard. 17 The words of the wise are more heard in quietness, than the cry of him that rolleth among fools. 18 Better is wisdom than weapons of war, but one sinner destroyeth much good. Chapter 10 1 Dead flies cause to stink, and putrefy the ointment of the apothecary, so doeth a little folly him that is in estimation for wisdom, and for glory. 2 The heart of a wise man is at his right hand, but the heart of a fool is at his left hand. 3 And also when the fool goeth by the way, his heart faileth, and he telleth to all that he is a fool. For if the spy right of him that ruleth, rise vp against thee, lo not thy place, for gentlings pacifieth great sins. 5 There is an Yule that I ha seen vender the sun, as an error that proceedeth from the face of him that ruleth. 6 Folly is set in great excellency, and the reach set in the low place. 7 I ha seen servants on horses, and princes walking as servants on the ground. 8 He that diggeth a pit, shall fall into it, and he that breaketh the hedge, a serpent shall bite him. 9 He that removeth stones, shall hurt himself thereby, and he that cutteth wood, shall be in danger thereby. 10 If the iron be blunt, and one hath not whet the edge, he must then put to more strength, but the excellency to direct a thing is wisdom. 11 If the serpent bite, when he is not charmed, no better is a babbler. 12 The words of ye mouth of a wise man ha grace, but the lips of a fool doer himself. 13 The beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness, and the latter end of his mouth is wicked madness. 14 For the fool multiplieth words, saying, Man knoweth not what shall be, and who can tell him what shall be after him? 15 The labor of the foolish doeth weary him, for he knoweth not to go into the city. 16 Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning. 17 Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles, and thy princes eat in time, for strength and not for drunkenness. 18 By slothfulness the roof of the house goeth to decay, and by the idleness of the hands the house droppeth through. 19 They prepare bread for laughter, and wine comforteth the lewing, but silver answereth to all. 20 Curse not the king, no not in thy thought, neither curse the rich in thy bedchamber, for the fool of the hoen shall carry the voice, and that which hath wings, shall declare the matter. Chapter 11 1 Cast thy bread upon the waters, for after many days thou shalt find it. 2 Do a portion to sewen, and also to 8, for thou knowest not what yield shall be upon ye earth. 3 If the clouds be full, they will pour forth rain upon the earth, and if the tree doe fall toward the south, or toward the north, in the place that the tree falleth, there it shall be. For he that observeth ye wind, shall not sow, and he that regardeth the clouds, shall not reap. 5 As thou knowest not which is ye way of the Spirit, nor how the bones do grow in the womb of her that is with child, so thou knowest not the work of God that worketh all. 6 In the morning sow thy seed, and in the evening let not thine hand rest, for thou knowest not whither shall prosper, this or that, or whether both shall be alike good. 7 Surely the light is a pleasant thing, and it is a good thing to the eyes to see the sun. 8 Though a man live a many years, and in them all he rejoice, yet he shall remember the days of darkness, because they are mine, all that cometh is vanity. 9 Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thine heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thine heart, and in the sight of thine eyes, but know that for all these things, God will bring thee to judgment. 10 Therefore take away grief out of thine heart, and cause Yule to depart from thy flesh, for childhood and youth are vanity. Chapter 12 1 Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, whiles the Yule days come not, nor the year is approach, wherein thou shalt say, I ha no pleasure in them. 2 Whiles the sun is not dark, nor ye light, nor the moon, nor the stars, nor the clouds return after the rain. 3 When the keepers of ye house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders shall cease, because they are few, and they wax dark that look out by ye windows. 4 And the doors shall be shut without by the base sound of the grinding, and he shall rise vp at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of singing shall be abased. 5 Also they shall be afraid of the high thing, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and concupiscence shall be dry you in a way, for man goeth to the house of his age, and the mourners go about in the street. 6 Whiles the silver cord is not lengthened, nor the golden ewer broken, nor the pitcher broken at the well, nor the wheel broken at the cistern. 7 And dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit return to God that gave it. 8 Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher, all is vanity. 9 And the more wise the preacher was, the more he taught the people knowledge, and caused them to hear, and searched forth, and prepared many parables. 10 The preacher sought to find out pleasant words, and in bright writing, you and the words of truth. 11 The words of the wise are like goads, and like nails fastened by the masters of the assemblies, which are joined by one pastor. 12 And of other things beside these, my son, take thou heed, for there is none envy in making many books, and much reading is a wearance of the flesh. 13 Let verses hear the end of all, fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. 14 For God will bring every work to judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or ill,